When Cyclone Fani slammed into India's eastern coast, it brought blinding rain and winds strong enough to overturn these motorbikes and snap palm trees. That sudden destruction contrasts with the arrival of the monsoon. These dark clouds gathering over the beach represent a massive deluge of rain that arrives with such regularity that it defines the entire calendar. This difference separates weather from climate. Weather is the atmospheric state at a particular place and time, whether it is raining or windy today. Climate is the average of those conditions over 30 years or more. It is the steady personality of a region. These extreme events aren't random. They are the visible outputs of a massive geographic machine governed by invisible physics. The first gear in that machine is altitude. Consider the hill station of Ooty. Despite being located near the baking plains of the equator, this lush valley stays cool year-round. This happens because of the normal lapse rate. As you move higher, air density drops, causing the temperature to fall by 6 degrees Celsius for every 1,000 meters of ascent. Altitude is only the first gear. The system is actually powered by atmospheric pressure and a specific thermal rule. Solid land heats up much faster than liquid water. During the day, the land heats the air above it, which rises to create a pocket of low pressure. Out over the cooler ocean, the air remains dense and at high pressure. That cool air rushes in, creating a sea breeze. These local coastal breezes are the microscopic gears for a macroscopic engine. When this cycle of rising heat and rushing air scales up to the size of a continent, it dictates the weather for billions of people. In the summer, the sun bakes the entire Asian landmass, causing air to rise on a gargantuan scale and creating an immense low-pressure system over the continent. High-pressure winds from the Indian Ocean are sucked into this vacuum, gathering moisture before hitting land as the southwest monsoon. In winter, the process reverses. The land cools faster, sending dry winds from the northeast back to the ocean. This massive alternating pressure system is the subcontinent breathing. This rhythmic breath is the heartbeat of the nation's climate. When those moisture-laden winds hit the Western Ghats, they are forced upward, cooling and dumping heavy rain on the coastal side. In Kerala, humans adapted by building steep, sloped roofs to shed this constant deluge. Contrast this with the arid heat of Jodhpur. Residents painted their homes blue to reflect the sun's radiation, a direct response to the scorching temperatures. In the northeast, the Himalayas act as a topographical wall. They trap winds from the Bay of Bengal, forcing them to drop record-breaking amounts of water on Mawsynram, the wettest place on Earth. This rhythm is embedded in the culture through the ritus, the 6 traditional seasons. These seasons map human activity to the predictable cycles of heat and rain. The monsoon dictates the nation's agriculture. Festivals like Bihu are harvest celebrations, marking the successful completion of a cycle powered by these seasonal winds. Indian architecture, agriculture, and tradition are not separate from the environment. They are direct responses to this climatic engine. Human activity is now altering the mechanics of this engine. Burning fossil fuels releases greenhouse gases that trap excess heat in the atmosphere. This trapped heat disrupts the pressure systems. In concrete-heavy cities, urban heat islands trap even more warmth, leading to unpredictable monsoons and intense weather spikes. These broken mechanics have devastating consequences. In 2013, a glacial burst triggered by relentless rain flooded the area around the Kedarnath temple, destroying buildings and claiming thousands of lives. Climate change is the physical breakdown of a reliable geographic machine that millions of people rely on for survival. Fighting this breakdown requires mitigation, employing renewable energy, and protecting ecosystems like the Himalayas to slow the warming process. Resilience is the other half of the strategy. The National Disaster Response Force, or NDRF, is a specialized unit trained to conduct rescue operations when these climatic forces turn destructive. For millennia, life in India has moved to the predictable rhythm of the monsoon. If human actions shift that rhythm, how will your life change?